It's a lot of fun in here. I think the first time I ever stepped in here, you could tell the energy this place has. So, I mean, to come out here on a, hot summer afternoon and have this many people show up for just what is most likely a boring practice is pretty cool. So, it's a lot of support for us. Yeah, it's weird being it's my first time in a different locker room that I've been in that same stadium. So, it's a really big one. Just try to get comfortable in there and make it home.
What kind of progress do you think this offense has made over the last 2 weeks?
I honestly think over the last 3 days, we're starting to see some of the progress, some of the hard work that we've been putting in. Vic's defense does a really good job. They've seen a lot of the routes we run, all spring and all summer. But I really think that the last few days we're starting to put it together. It's been a struggle at times, but we're starting to get some things to pop and guys become pretty consistent.
You were really throwing to your running backs a lot today. Was that
hey, you got to be patient, especially against these guys, because a lot of the times when you hit the checkdowns, you end up getting just as many yards as you would if you didn't. And Vic's defense is a lot of two safeties. It's a lot of guys back there, and you got to be safe with the ball and take your shots when you can. We got a shot downfield to Cortland, and we were able to get PI on it. So those are the things you got to pick your place to do and be smart about it.
Receivers and tight ends have dealt with a string of injuries lately. Does it make it difficult for you just to kind of build a rapport with these guys as new faces come in?
It seems to be part of training camp. Especially when you're on a hard-nosed football team that's trying to build a team that can last 4 quarters plus. It's part of what you have to deal with, and it's not ideal, but I think the payout in the long run is having a really tough football team. And sometimes you don't get the work that you want to with those guys, but missing the grind of camp and some of those things sometimes pay off in the end for those guys. So it also gives other guys, the young guys on our team, the rookies that maybe are undrafted and things like that, a chance to step up and show us what they can do. And I think that's helped a lot of those guys out.
Part of camp, like you can game the system and do plays that would work early in camp. It looks like you guys are taking the long form look at this. Like you got to do stuff that makes us uncomfortable to get better at those things, rather than just do a bunch of plays that are easy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, especially at the quarterback position, part of playing, the most basic thing about quarterback is just decision making. And when you get a defense that's going to take number one away a lot, and then number two, it forces you to know your progressions and be a good decision maker. So there's a lot of benefits with that. There's also a ton of benefits of having a really tough practices and then going into the games and hopefully making it a little bit easier. So
It's only been a couple practices, but any early impressions of the new slot receiver, Nick?
Yeah, it's funny. Yesterday I got a chance to throw him a couple routes in the team periods, and he did a really good job separating. He definitely, you can tell that he has a little quickness and a knack to run a handful of the routes in our offense, like a really good feel for how to run them. So.
So how do you see Cortland respond after a tough couple days for him to start?
Hey, Cortland's young, and he's a guy that learns with a lot of reps. And once he gets those reps, he never makes the same mistake again, and he has a really good feel for how to do it. So that's really the bottom line with him, is you just got to get him out there, get him the reps, and let him build his confidence from there. All right, thanks guys.